Okay. All right. I even got to say a new background for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're live.
I just need to check real quick to make sure I can get us live over here. Please let me go live here. Why not going live here? There we go.
Hey, we're double live.
We're double
I was
live.
gonna
It's
ask.
not like triple live. Because I just got the notification on my phone, too.
All right. And good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again in the Modern Series of Gaming. I am the unlucky Kaiju K. With me here is the DM for the evening, of course, Subliminal.
Hello.
Our current team leader, Rebel Vanity.
Hello.
The snake charmer herself, Tiny Trisha. Okay, say hi while I'm halfway inviting you, okay? And of course, the double threat person himself tonight, that would aka be Necro Nick, who has to play both himself and Deathgasm. But I hope you guys really enjoyed that the whole rolling dice thing that came across the screen. It took me forever to find this. Here, I'm going to do it again. Hang on, ready? Here we go. Now we go roll the dice. Whoop. And I'm going to roll the dice back. Whoop.
It'd be cool if you could actually use that as your dice roll.
That would be cool, but I haven't been able to find any dice rolling programs yet. I'm looking though. And we're back again. We're playing a role-playing game called Dungeons and Dragons 3.5. Why? Because it's the best of them all, personally. But anyway, what it comes down to is that tonight we are once again.
You like five.
What?
I said, go fuck yourself if you like five.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that one. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Play whatever game you want. Just remember, no matter how hard you play the game, Ranger will always suck. Going on though, we are once again at our tale. If you came last time and saw this, we got horribly killed by a Wendigo swarm that we slowly became. First, I became a Wendigo, and then Deathgasm became a Wendigo, and then Rebel became a Wendigo, and then Trish became a Wendigo, and then Necro got eaten by Wendigos. And then we woke up in the cart. We can just pretend for the moment that Rebel knocked Deathgasm unconscious. We're on our way back to the town as if nothing has happened. And of course, because I've really done nothing to this chapter will be read and breathed perfectly by the one and only Subliminal. So Subliminal, we are pulling into, I believe we ended with us pulling into the gates of the city.
After noticing the glimmering shining around you guys, yes.
Okay.
You guys are pulling into the city, and you're pulling up to what seems to be the same brothel, passing through all the same red light areas.
Ooh. Ooh.
The only difference is,
Indeed.
when you guys get out of the carriage, you notice that the bar looks kind of remodeled. Like it wasn't before. Like it's different. It's the same place. It has the same name and everything. It's just new looking.
Necro, my good friend,
I'm checking the calendar to make sure we didn't go too forward in time.
Is there a different town, perhaps, that just has this identical inn here? No? Oh, okay. Indeed.
Now, before we go too far, I'd like to bring up a question that Kaiju had last time before we ended the stream. What was that question, Kaiju? Do you remember?
No, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
I believe it was you guys talking about how you came back to life. You were literally in the grasp of death.
Yeah.
And there's glimmering that's getting stronger around us.
And everyone ignored me again.
I think it was around that. Does anyone want to talk about that before we enter the brothel?
Yeah, so why is it getting shinier and more glimmery?
I'm sure if you go and ask the rotating, gleaming lights, they will tell you. Yes, quite.
I'm asking the DM.
Oh, you're asking the DM. Oh, well, be a little bit more specific, my friend. I didn't know.
Remember, he did get some types of answers. If you'd like to roll to see what kind of answer you get, I could give you something.
Okay, let's do it. Hold on. I got a 16.
Kaiju, you still have that note for what I told you?
Yes.
Do you want to tell him, like, bits and pieces of it? Like 3/4 of it, but not the whole thing?
Would you like me just to backdraft the entire idea to you or something like that?
I can't remember the whole thing, and I don't want to fuck it up.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, Necro, as you're looking around, you happen to notice something strange. You happen to see 5 very tall individuals looking out and then slinking back into the inn. And you also notice a very familiar looking individual, the same knight from before, as in same knight K-N-I-G-T, not N-I-G-H-T. And he looks at you with surprise and decides to walk into the inn as quickly as he can.
What do you guys choose to do?
I believe we should ask our fearless leader what we should do. Yes, quite, Rebel, what should we do? Vic?
As you guys go follow him into the brothel, you hear a few women that sound familiar to Rebel scream, eking, as there are rats amok in the brothel.
Wait, isn't Trisha a species that feeds on rats? Yes, quite.
Looking for my D10 here.
He's getting his D10, run! Yes, quite.
Is this the D10? This one?
It would have 10 sides.
So it's this one then. Ooh, I want to use mine. That's a 4 on the random.
Alright, so as they begin screaming, you notice that they are unusually large rats. In fact, you could say they are rats of unusual size.
Can I make them my pet?
I mean, you might be able to play a ditty that'll calm them down, but you don't have anything that can make them your pet. And besides that, Trisha is a very large viper-like creature that's kind of looking at them with her tongue hanging out of her mouth. They're probably not going to listen to you.
She does like me, and she does like rats. They are a good source of food for me.
Don't be afraid to speak up, alright, Trisha?
Okay.
Don't worry, my friends. I feel as if perhaps we could just turn around and pretend this never happened. Yes, quite. Anybody know?
As the barkeep hears Kaiju say this, she screams, "If you help, I'll throw you a reward and maybe a quest to help me out even further, and maybe a bigger reward."
Damn it.
Hey, Trisha, how hungry are you?
How hungry are you, Trisha?
I am so hungry I can eat a horse.
Could you eat some rats?
Who is that?
Tell you what, if she rolls a nat 20, I'll let her eat all the rats at once.
Not if they're rouses. Not if they're rouses. We're talking about creatures that are about half the size of a horse.
Fine, I'll let her eat one.
Alright, let's roll 20. Let's see. Let's see, roll nat 20. So close. It was literally a 19. Literally a 19. That doesn't mean she can't eat them afterwards, though. I'm guessing we should roll for initiative at this rate?
Yes.
Alright. First for the girl. Now she gets the 20.
I got a 13.
You literally just got 20.
That's a 9.
I got a 12.
Okay, so I got a 4 and DG got a 16.
Okay, so if I'm calling the numbers correctly, it would be Trisha. Then I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what roll?
13.
It would be Trisha, DG,
Rebel.
Rebel.
You.
Yeah. Me.
Then myself and Necro.
Oh, really? I thought Necro rolled higher than you. Not bad.
Nope.
For DG, I rolled higher. For myself, I only rolled 4.
I rolled an 11.
I guess I should roll to see how many rats there are actually in the bar at the moment, huh?
Well, there are at least 3 rouses, because I kind of wrote down in the encounter log that there will be 3 to 5. So there's at least 3 of them.
Well, While I roll this, the barkeep says if you don't destroy anything, your reward would be even better. Because I know what happened last time.
That was an accident caused by God himself, indeed.
I didn't destroy
Alright,
anything.
so I rolled the lowest, which means it's just the minimum.
So 3, okay. All right, guys. So, is this the time where we talk about the D2 or not yet? Sub.
Let's take care of that actually ahead of time.
Okay.
Because that actually is important.
I say that as we reach into the bar, like the time effect hits, and we now have to do it.
Right.
Okay, guys. It's time for the time warp again.
This is a permanent effect, by the way, throughout the campaign.
Ooh.
Yeah. Unless you get it listed. You'll see what I'm talking about as soon as.
You basically have to roll a D2.
So the D2 is to see if you get a Wendigo's Curse or a Wendigo's Blessing.
Okay.
So that's a heads, right?
Yes.
Oh, you got a blessing. Nice.
Oh.
He got a curse.
We've already spoken about this, but both Trish and I have both got a blessing. Rebel, what did you roll?
I don't have a D2.
Do you have a coin?
Yes.
Flip a coin. Heads you win, tails you lose.
She got a curse.
Okay, so
Alright.
now a D6, I believe you said?
Yes. And while we're doing this, we might as well explain the blessings that you two got.
Okay.
So for mine, I got a 6.
Okay, so if I could interject real quick. If you roll a 6, you have to roll the D6 2 more times, ignoring all 6s, and just give them those numbers.
Okay.
What'd you get? Oh, you got a 4. She got a 4 on the curse.
Am I the only one who's having difficulty hearing?
Hearing who? Me?
No, for some strange reason, everyone went really quiet for a second. I can hear you guys now.
No, everyone literally went quiet. Everyone went quiet.
Okay.
Very, very concentrated. What was your second roll?
So I got a D2 and a D1 for my next 2 D6 rolls.
Nice.
After the 6.
Alright.
So
So what, D1 on blessings and a D2 on curse for DG? Is that
No,
what I'm
no, no.
understanding?
the
No.
blessings. A D1 and a D2 on the blessings. He rolled for himself.
Kyle said after I rolled the D6, I needed to roll 2 more D6s after the 6, ignoring all 6s.
Huh?
So they were all my rolls.
Oh, okay.
You got a 1 and a 2, so give him the blessings.
You have the list.
I do. Oh, good. Okay.
And DG also got a 6.
Well, then he gets to roll twice and get the 2 negatives. Necro, you gain a free stat point in any category you want it to be: strength, dexterity, etc., etc., etc.
Shit. I gotta
And
put my phone up so I could edit his shit.
and you also get a +1, you get to a +5 to any one skill you choose. No matter what you roll in that skill, you automatically get it bumped up 5 points.
Okay.
Which means you can never roll a 1.
Okay.
Okay?
So I would probably like to increase my dex.
Did I not call it sub?
I mean, he has a dexterity of 2. What did you expect? So dex 2 plus 1. So he has a 3.
Well, when he levels up, he'll have a 4.
Oh,
You're gonna
so
When you guys level up, you're gonna have to go through with the stuff that changes with me, so I could fix it in my thing.
No problem.
Kyle, same rolling for the
Yep.
D6s, so if it's a 6, ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay. You got another 6.
Oh God! Please stop with the 6s on death guys. If it's bad enough.
Okay, we got a 1.
Okay. Don't get a 1 or 2 again. Please don't get a
And 3.
Okay, so... Damn it. Okay, so with the 3, there's a chance that every time he pulls out a potion, he now has to roll a d20. If he gets anything under a 10, the potion breaks in his hand.
Okay.
And the d1 is he loses 1 attribute point. So it's probably best if you pick a skill he's not using the attribute points in, like, intelligence or something, you know?
Okay. What is his highest stat?
Hey, that would be his intelligence.
Okay, we'll drop that down.
He's really not losing anything from that, by the way. Just pass it on.
Don't worry, we still have some stuff that he might run into and pick up and take.
Well, now how about Rebel? What did Rebel roll?
I got 4.
You got a 4 on, is it a positive or negative?
Curse.
Negative.
Okay. Hang on. That's pretty. Okay, Rebel, unfortunately you have to pick a skill, and you always roll -5 on that skill.
Ooh.
So things like, I would avoid doing things like performance. Do something like, since you don't do a lot of sneaking, maybe have it go to stealth, sneaking.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's fine. She doesn't sneak around.
And I think for my skill that I'll do +5 in is the augmented shots.
Okay, so you always roll a +5 on augmented shots.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice. Now, Trisha, you get a pretty good blessing here, okay? We get to choose any one of your skills and give them a +5 as well. I would suggest that we use it in your, either your diplomacy, so you can talk to people better, or if you really want to, you can add it to one of your poison rolls, like your bite, so you always get +5 on those rolls.
My bite.
Okay, so she's going to go with the toxic bite. I like that. It's a good suggestion. As for me,
Where's her name?
So
what was that +5 on toxic bite?
Yeah, so she always rolls a +5, so she can never miss. Like, she can never bite her thumb or something by accident. She always hits. You know what? Actually, you know what? I changed that. Added the +5 to her grapple, so she never again slams Nick and Deathgasm into a Wendigo's thighs.
Oh. Which is it, Trish? Do you want the toxic bite or do you want the grapple?
They're both good choices. You
This
gotta
is
pick one.
your decision to your character.
Yeah, you gotta pick this
It's
one.
you.
The grapple, so I don't pull the same shit I did last time.
There you go, the grapple. As for
Okay.
me, we were talking, all right, and yes, this is going to be a little bit of players initiative here, right here, but because I was the nice Wendigo and I was missing people and I apologized that I was being a bad Wendigo, he has decided to give me a +1 to my attributes.
No. It was because everyone tried reviving you, including the Wendigo.
Yeah, actually, everyone was trying to revive me, so I get +1 to all my attributes, which unfortunately means bupkiss to my character, unfortunately. My
Not
character's...
really, I
So
mean,
it might be a good thing that
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, son.
no, go ahead. I'm gonna say it after.
So it might be a good thing that I'm being in DG right now because he's currently at the bar.
So he's already lost 1 point of intelligence. Good. Say I'm wrong. Anybody? Nope, I didn't think so.
You know you're 1 charisma away from being tied with Rebel.
Oh, no. I don't want to be 1 charisma away from being tied with Rebel. No. She's the big high wig. She's the head wig.
I should have gave you +2 on charisma.
No, we are not being this person, all right? Shame on
You
you.
guys fight for leadership. That would have been funny.
I hand it right over to
No, indeed, no. All right, so that was the blessing/curse. We are stuck with that for the rest of the game. So those people who are blessed are stuck with the rest of the game, and those people who are cursed are stuck with that the rest of their game. But seeing as Rebel is a good-hearted person who doesn't need stealth, I doubt she'll ever use a stealth roll.
All of a sudden, the perfect opportune chance happens where she needs to do a stealth
And she
Shot,
always
arrow
subtracts
shot
5.
from behind a barrel.
Oh my goodness, that would suck. All right.
You
So,
look blindfolded.
Hey, I'm just glad
Somehow
I
hits a
got.
perfect shot. Alright.
you're getting better
I'm glad
decks.
I rolled the Baza for myself and negative for DJ.
All right. We were fighting rats, correct?
Correct. And I believe they are the, what did you say,
Rouses.
the giant ones?
Yeah. They each have 30 HP. And they can bite you and deal 2d4 damage.
Any poison to their bite or anything?
No,
like
but
that?
you can possibly get crackle fever from them, but you have to roll really low for that. Like, I think you have to roll lower than a 4 on a d20 for that. And crackle fever's not that bad.
Okay.
There are worse things you could get.
Alright, so I believe it is...
Trisha.
Trisha, you're going first. There are 3 very big, very nasty rodents. It's in a bar, and we're trying not to destroy it. So,
One's by the group of women, one's on top of the bar by the bar owner, and one's in front of you guys, hissing.
okay. Also, might I suggest you don't turn yourself into a giant snake. Your move, sweetie.
I use my tail to wrap around the one that is currently hissing at us.
Okay. You get a d20, and then you get the plus 5 points to the d20, so you can't roll a 1.
This one's damaged the one she's attacking, right?
Sure.
Because remember, she got the jump on them, remember?
Oh, okay, yeah. So, she rolled a 15.
That hits.
That hits? Okay. And she's doing a wrap, so she gets to roll the good old d6.
That hits as long as she's hitting the one in front of her, by
Yeah,
the way.
she's hitting the one in front of her.
Okay, just making sure.
3 and 1. So she grabs it, wraps it up, tangles it, holds it with her tail, and does 3 damage and 1 acid damage to it.
Okay.
And I believe the next... Yes?
So if it was already minus 10 health, that means it was at 20, which means it was minus 4
It
health.
would be at 16, yes.
So it's at 16.
Hmm?
By the way, everyone's at fresh health now.
Thank the God. Wait, do I have all my gags too? Like, do I have every gag?
Yeah, you
Yes!
have all your guides.
Yes, I can be annoying.
The day technically resets, but you guys don't know how.
If this is Groundhog Day and I gotta find Bill Murray, I'll do it. Indeed. I believe it would be
Necro DG.
not regular DG, Necro DG. So Necro DG, turn off your brain and act.
Sorry, I cannot compute that.
Oh, in that case, he's playing as a well thought out character.
Oh no.
But
So I am actually gonna use an ability that DG never used so far, that he's had capability of doing all this fucking time.
okay.
I'm gonna use skill special. And for the select skill special, I'm gonna do hide in plain sight.
Oh, nice. So I still need you to roll a d20.
Okay.
You mean he had that the whole time and he didn't use
Oh,
it in
yeah.
the Wendigo
Yeah,
fight?
yeah. That's the whole time. Why do you think I was laughing every time he failed?
And it's a 19.
Okay. I have a good feeling that wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So he just,
It
I just fades from
almost
existence. Like,
almost without a trace left. He almost basically vanishes.
good job, Necro. If you read the class, you know what it does. If you read the class, you know what it does.
I know.
The only one that can sense him is me.
Well, that's because you can see him with infrared. That's not the thing right now. Okay, then whose turn is it after you? Is it Rebels, I think?
I
Yeah.
believe
Yes.
it's Rebels, and then it will be sub as the rats.
Rebel!
Yeah, then you, and then me.
I want to hide Piper in the rats.
You don't have that high enough level yet.
Oh.
Right now, you can do things like you can do kicks, you can sound burst, you can strike with your rapier, you can shoot with your crossbow, or you can cast some spells.
Except for fireball.
Not high enough level yet.
So I guess I'll fire my crossbow at the closest one.
That would be the one that she's entangling. So I'm going to need you to roll a... Oh, actually, that's a d20, right? Yeah, that's a d20.
Yep.
Well, you're right up next against it, so
17.
Okay, well, the reason she had to roll the d20 wasn't that she was going to miss. There's the chance she could have shot Trisha by accident.
true, but she hits.
Okay, and I believe that's a d6, 1d6?
Mm-hmm.
Plus...
It's a 1d6.
What's her dexterity at?
What's her dexterity? Let me see.
She had a pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
12 dex.
Okay, so,
Hi.
what did she roll? A 5, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So she shoots the bolt right into its face, deals 7 damage.
So that would be at 9 damage. Or 9 health.
9 health.
Yep. Okay, now unfortunately it's the rat's turn. We haven't destroyed anything yet, right?
Nope.
Remember
Nope.
that, everybody.
Alright, so first I'm going to roll back for each one, and then I'll roll a d20 for them.
Okay.
So the first one's going to be a 5,
Okay.
a 2,
Okay.
and a 1.
Okay.
Okay, now question.
Yes.
Before we go on. One is technically being entangled by Trisha. Should I have to do a roll to either see if it has, can escape or anything like that?
It can try to roll to escape, but it also has its natural weapons that it can't miss with.
Okay.
And a 1 and a 2 would be natural weapon bites, so she can still bite Trisha.
Okay. Just asking.
That's right. You're a right man, though. It doesn't have to want to escape, but yeah. Okay, well, what you have 2 that are out of range right now, and one of them that's being wrapped up by Trisha's tail.
Right, and that was the 5.
That was the 5. So it's calling for help.
Alright, let's see, d20 to see. I believe that's a 19.
Okay, so it can summon up to 3 additional rodents. Are there any other rats in this place that we know about?
That you know about? No, but there are, which is what was going to happen after you defeat them.
Oh, well. Some of them might be coming to join the party.
Double shit.
Alright, well, it was a 19, so they are coming to join. Let's see how many are joining.
Yep.
Just 2.
Okay, well, now 2 more of them are going to just come upstairs, I'm guessing. They were in the basement, I think?
Let's see, yes.
Okay.
Let's see which ones they summoned. A 4.
Those are more rouses.
Some more rouses, yeah.
So
You're
two,
right.
2 more rouses have joined the fray. Damn it.
So now there's
And the other
5 rouses.
Yep, and the other 2 have to be have to move before they can strike anybody. So
The other 2 just try to do a pincer maneuver.
on who?
Just on the group, just try to surround these guys basically by
Oh.
pincering you in
Okay, well, that works, I guess.
to 9.
Well,
They
I
trip up halfway while they're doing it.
trip over each other. Oh, okay. That was supposed to be my job. Oh, yes. All right.
And
Well,
it is now your turn?
I don't care how big this room is. I cast Fireball. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have Fireball.
Thank goodness.
I wish I did. Well, okay, so from my spell list I was looking at, I don't think I can cast Cone of Melted Butter because that would possibly destroy the room. So I'm going to actually do one of my clown gags. I'm going to roll a 1d6. And it's a 6. Yes. So, my clown reaches into his pocket and pulls out 6 multicolored balloons and, blows them up and moves them around like this, and they become little balloon puppies, basically.
Yeah.
They're all constructs. They all have 1 HP, and they can all do 1d4 damage when they do their attacks. And seeing as it's still since they move on my turn, I'm just gonna start having them go and try to go to town on Trisha's held rats. So let's see here. Yeah, that one definitely misses. That was a 2. And that one, will a 5 hit?
Yes.
Okay, that's 1.
5 or higher as long as you're going for the one that she's grappled.
That's 2. That's 3. That's a critical hit. Okay, so my 5 little balloon dogs each do 1d4 damage. So, let's go roll my d4 real quick here. Where's my d4? There you go. Hang on. So the first puppy is going to do 2 damage. They just do like headbutts, little headbutts. The second puppy does 1 damage. That's 3. The third does 3 more, so that's 6 now. The fourth one critical hits for 2. So that's what? That's 8. And the final one does 4 damage, so that's a grand total of 12 damage to the rat. So I think my little balloon puppies all bop the rat to death.
Alright, so basically, as your balloon pup gets sent out, one headbutting, and the other one kicking him in the shin, calling him a con artist, and they all start doing a Naruto Uzumaki special on his ass.
Shut up, little jutsu! No!
Where they do the Uzumaki!
They're literally balloon animals I just made.
And the rat just explodes its head, and then Trish decides to eat it. Because she's hungry, like she said.
Alright, well, this is actually really cool for Trisha. Okay, so she's going to eat it. And because...
Like if she wants to.
You want to eat it?
Yes.
So, one of the 2 priesthoods she's part of is the priesthood of the Devourer. And anytime she eats something that's a living creature, or was a living creature, she gets temporary HP to her. So she gets 5 temporary HP on top of her current HP. That puts you at 35 HP.
Very nice.
And it's
very
nice. It's Nick
Right now it seems like she's the tank of the group almost.
What about all my balloon dogs? Each one has 1 HP, damn it.
Alright, there are now 4 Rouses left.
Unfortunately, the other 4 Rouses are at full health, though.
Yeah. 2 are kind of laying on the ground, stumbling to get up at the moment.
And
while
2 just
are out from the basement door, where there's a hole. You guys don't see the hole yet. You will. We're about to find details.
Before I hand over my turn, I would like to take my movement action to put myself between all the rodents and the girls.
Okay.
If anything else, I'm just trying to be a target. That's what I'm good at. My character's good at being a target. Look what I done last time. Woo, I'm here. Hong Kong, Kong. Hi, guys. My boots are still squeaky. Squeaky, 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 squeaky. Get all their attention. Hi. Necro.
Alright.
Ladies hate the clowns, by the way.
Hello.
Okay, so I would like, now Cal, got a quick question for you. Can I attack and then summon bullets, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
But seeing as he said everything was reset, that means your widget still has 6 rounds in it.
Oh, okay, so I only have to...
I mean, you could summon them now and have them for next turn, but I'm just saying, like, you still have it's full.
But I can always attack and summon bullets.
Yes, yes.
Each turn,
Yeah.
okay.
In fact, at level 5, you'll be able to do it as a free action, which means you will literally be able to do it for free every turn.
Gotcha.
You gotta kill Necro. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so what I would like to do is attack with my psionic blade.
Okay.
That's D20, right?
D20?
Yes, sir. Roll up.
16.
Well, he said anything over a 5 will hit them. So, I believe Sideblade's 1d6 plus wisdom, or is it 1d8 plus wisdom? Okay, so it's 1d6 plus wisdom. What's your wisdom at?
17.
Okay, so that's 1d7. That's 1d6 plus 3. That's good. So roll that d6, man.
It's a 4.
Okay, so that's 7 psionic damage, and as of the moment, there's nothing that can actually resist that. So that's pretty good. I'm guessing you're going for one of the fallen guys, just kind of just wrench them.
Yeah, one of the guys that tripped over each other.
Okay. Well, you still have another action. You could throw another attack if you want. You could move. You could use a skill. Good time.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm going to actually use Laser Eyes on the other one that's fallen.
Okay. What's that? 1d6 as well?
No, that's actually a 2d6.
Oh, 2d6. Okay, so that means you roll 2d6s.
So it says, oh wait, no, at 5. So,
Oh.
I guess 1d6 right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so, my
What's,
bad.
what's the other rat's health at?
Well, everything but that
She's
one.
attacking a different one.
Everyone was full except for the one that was entangled in Trisha.
That one's at
No, you
23
just-
HP. The one that he just hit.
attacked the one.
23.
Oh, that,
23.
yeah, that would be minus 7 off that one.
Oh, okay. What'd you roll, bud?
Rolling right now.
Blink.
So that rat on the ground is 23 right now.
Well,
That's a 6 as well? Okay. You kind of torch it. Ah, you know.
question, would that affected, be affected by Dazzle now?
Yes. That means it rolls, I believe it's a -1 or a -2 on all its rolls.
I can check for you once I go into that.
Okay, well, anyways, it's the beginning of the next round.
How much health did that second rat lose?
6. So it's at 24.
6.
It's not, doesn't have an, oh, that's only a psionic blade.
Yeah, the Sonic Blade hit the first one, his Laser Eyes hit the second one.
Oh, okay, I thought there was like a bonus to the roll. Okay.
Nope, it's just 7 damage. But there's no creatures you've brought in so far have been resistant to psionics, so it's basically a
Okay,
lightsaber
so-
in his hand, you know.
So two out of the 4 rats have, what, 23 health then?
23 and 24.
Oh, 23 and 24, okay.
Yep.
Is it, I'm guessing it's the rat's turn? Or is it
No.
DG's turn?
No, it would be your wife's turn.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, babe.
It would be Trisha.
Yeah,
Trisha.
Oh, Trisha rolled first. Okay, Trisha. But besides the fact that you had a nice, dainty little meal there, you have 2 rats on the ground that have been stabbed and slashed and shot with eye beams. Or you could aim at the clown.
Why are you always trying to have a thing for you, asshole?
I have a reason!
Last time we aimed for you, you got turned into a fucking Wendigo.
Yeah, that was a problem. I had to have been brought into critical in order to use the other ability, but unfortunately it just ate me, so it kind of didn't work.
I aim at the 2 rats with my acid breath.
Oh, okay. She has a acid breath attack that does 1d6 points of acid damage.
Do they have to be close to each other?
Oh,
or?
yeah, they gotta be within 10 feet of each other. They basically gotta be like right next to each other. It's a small blast. It's not.
And since
Oh,
they-
so basically she'd be aiming at the back row of the rats then. Because those 2 are next to each other by the door.
Yeah, but so are the ones that are
Basically,
entangled with
or-
each other, remember?
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Okay.
I'm gonna roll the 1d6. And that was 4, and then I'm gonna roll the 1d3. And that was 3. So she does 4 points of... No, that's just acid damage straight up. Never mind. She does 4 points of acid damage to both of them. Leaving them at 19 and 20.
Acid damage to both?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So 19 and one's at 20.
And at the beginning of their next turn, each one will take half the damage of that attack. So each one will take 2 more damage at the beginning of their turn.
Nice.
In case you guys don't know, that's how acid damage works in 3.5. When you hit somebody with acid, it kind of lingers and does half the damage until it does no damage. So the next turn it'll do 2 damage to them, and the final turn it'll do 1 damage to them, and then won't do any more damage.
Okay. Remind me.
Okay. Okay, so now, who is next?
It's DT or me, as I like to call it.
Oh, that's right. You actually used his technique and abilities properly. So he's actually more dangerous now.
Yeah.
Run!
I sub.
Run!
I'm the wild card now.
Run!
Anyway, now we will properly do a sneak attack from actually being sneaky.
Oh. Who are you aiming at?
I'm gonna go for actually one of the rats that doesn't have any damage done to it.
The ones by the door then, okay. Well, time to bring out your big whacka-whacka.
Oops.
And then roll the d20.
Yep.
Oh, wait. No, you're doing sneak attack, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
so roll the d20 to see if you crit.
So it's 2.
Okay, you don't crit. But you still swing 3d6 dice. So 3d6s.
First one's a 4.
Okay.
Not dad joke. Sorry. Who's trying to have me do a dad joke?
Ah. That was work. I'm a dad joke.
5.
Okay, that's 9. Okay, that's actually pretty good damage so far.
And another 5.
Okay, so that brings up to 14, and now you roll 2 d4s.
Jesus, man.
It's a big weapon.
What?
It's a lot of damage.
Another 4.
Okay, so that brings the damage up to 18 damage.
Jeez, he could have killed the rats in front of him.
Yeah.
And a 3.
Okay, so that's what, 21 damage?
I believe so.
Okay, so
No,
22. 22. So basically, Deathgasm just appears out of nowhere and just just slams into one of them.
And now we've got a question for you.
Well, if they're right next to each other, doesn't that mean they both get hit by that?
If he wanted to, that's up to you. If it wanted to become a cleave attack, then it would hit both of them.
I mean, they're right by the... If he's going for the ones in the back, they're right literally next to the door, next to each other, coming
Okay,
out of that door.
so they both take 22 points of damage right now.
Right, which means they're both at 8 health.
Yes. And you were saying, Necro?
And I got a question for you. Now, since I never played it, can I also now use my special skill with Hide Plain Sight again?
Yeah, if you want to try. You're right next to him, so you have to roll higher.
I will do that then.
Okay. If Deathgasm says... What?
It's a 19.
Okay, you just speak it. By the way, if Deathgasm's watching this, don't remember any of this. Ignore all this. Ignore what Necro's doing. Please, just ignore what he's doing. Alright,
Just
now...
don't be saying that, I play a better you than you.
Shh. And, if I'm not mistaken, it goes to sub now, right?
Yup.
No, it's Rebel, then me.
Oh,
The
Rebel.
rebel then.
What?
Then Kaiju, then Necro.
Okay, Rebel. So, these guys are just getting... The two that are by the back door are being cleared off. And you do so...
Aim my crossbow at them.
What?
She's gonna aim her crossbow at them.
Okay, roll high if you can.
What's the next roll?
D20.
D20 to hit, and then a D6 to...
11.
Okay, that's over 5, so that hits. Alright. Now I need you to roll a d6.
4.
Okay, you know what? That almost kills one of them, by the way. It really does. You know, her and Deathgasm were the MVPs last time, and they're still the MVPs this time so far. So your crossbow basically...
Hey. I want to correct this. It's Necro.
Okay, sorry, Necros. So basically, you wing a bolt into its face and do 5 points of damage. It's at 3 health. It's in pain.
So just to reiterate, the 2 rats in the front, one's at
19 and 20.
19 and 20.
Correct.
The ones in the back are at 8 and 3.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty then. So I'm gonna go from the front 2 to the back 2
Okay.
of the type of attacks they're going for.
Okay.
So it's a 2,
Okay. Bite.
a 4,
Scratch.
a 3,
Bite. I'm scratch.
and a 6.
Okay.
Which
So 1s and 2s were bites, 3s and 4s were scratches, and the 5s and 6s were calling for help.
Alright. And they're gonna each do, if they have an attack, they're gonna do the person that's closest to them.
Okay, so the only one you have to suggest that to would be the first 2, because currently both Necro and Trisha are close to each other.
Alright.
So,
And alright, so we got a 13,
okay, that hits.
a 4, so that doesn't hit.
Nope.
Alright, so the first one attacks who the closest person is.
That would be Necro or Trisha.
Probably go after Trisha because she ate one of their relatives.
Okay. You roll a 1d4.
Well,
Which
God,
one
that's
did
dead.
this one?
The 4-sided one.
2.
Okay, 2 damage, and roll a d20.
18.
Oh! Oh, hang on. Trisha's gonna have to make a will save.
Got a quick question, just since it was the beginning of their turn. They did decrease their health, right?
Oh, yeah. They lost 2 HP each.
The 2 in the front.
Yeah.
Right, so,
That would be 17 and 18.
yep.
Okay, Trisha rolled just enough to keep herself from getting cackle fever. That was close, Trisha. But you still take 2 points of damage as it bites you. But it takes 1 point of acid damage for biting her.
Does I have
Which,
an
which
acid
brings
in
it down to 16.
Yep.
And would not renew her toxin.
It would bring the next damage up to 2, yes. If it lives that long.
Alright, so the other 2, I know one was a summon.
Okay.
Were they both summons, or was one a bite
One
or a scratch?
the other 2 were scratches. One was a summon and one was a scratch.
No, one was and one was a scratch, I think.
Yep.
We'll do the scratch first.
Okay. What did it roll?
A 9.
That, believe it or not, that hits DG.
Alright, so it's a D4, right?
Oh wait, no, it doesn't hit DG. DG's invisible.
Exactly, I was gonna say he can't hit DG.
So a 9 actually wouldn't hit any of us.
Alright, so then I'll just roll for the summon then.
Okay.
Now I have to roll a 20 to see how successful, right?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Ooh, it fails and makes a little squeak instead.
Sweet. Oh, well, that worked. Whose turn is it now?
It is your turn, Kaiju.
So, believe it or not, I'm actually going to cast a spell. That's right, I'll be the first person to cast an offensive spell so far. Not defensive, offensive. So I pull up both my sleeves, I start wiggling my fingers, I begin casting and I point at the rat and I go, magic missile! and I shoot 2 unerring missiles that do 1d4 each. So I'm
Which one?
aiming for the one that only has 3 HP, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So that's 2 points of force damage, and that's 4 more points. It gets hit by both the force bolts.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah. Pop.
Now, does that have a close range effect if anything's next to it?
No, they're unerring. They only strike one
Okay.
target, unfortunately. If I could choose to split up
Okay.
the attack, though, I would shoot 3 at the one who was weak and 1 at the other one. If you'll allow that.
I'll allow it.
Okay, so one of them goes pop, and the other one takes 1 point of force damage. Bring him down to 7 HP?
I believe so.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean I actually killed something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
But wait, there's more!
Oh, what do you got? Monk skills now?
No, because now that
I'm
my
joking, I'm joking.
turn's over, but guess who else's turn it is? My puppies!
Oh, yeah. I forgot about those.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the squeaking balloon animals. And you said it has to be above a 5, right? I'm aiming at the one that bit Trisha, by the way. The one that has like 16 HP.
Yeah.
That's 1 damage, or that's 1 hit. That's 2 hits. That's 3 hits. That's 4 hits. That's a critical miss. He pops. And okay, the other one pops and the other 5 do their little headbutts. I think if it has 16 HP, if I'm lucky, I get a bunch of 4s, right?
If you're lucky.
Well, that's 1 4. That's a 3. That's 7. That's a 1, so that's 8. That's a 3, so that's 11. And, oh, that's right, 5 now, count 5. And that's a 2, so that's 13. So all of them kind of bounce over and headbutt the 1 and do 13 points of damage total.
Leaving it with 3 health.
Yep, well,
Nice.
technically leaving it with 1 health because next turn.
Yeah.
It is now Trish's turn, I believe.
No, it's Necro's turn.
No.
Really? It's Necro's turn first?
No, Necro's
Oh, yeah,
last!
that's right. She's first roll. I'm sorry.
I'm last in the rotation, motherfucker.
Indeed!
Oh, I'm not
Yes.
skip you for a reason or anything.
And me, since I have these 6 wonderful shots here.
Oh no.
No.
What?
Necro?
See, the lag's saying he shouldn't do it.
The lag froze him.
The lag's like, don't you do it, Necro. It's a bad idea.
Necro, are you there?
I am here.
Okay,
Okay.
you froze the f up. You were like, and you froze in the creepy fashion. It was creepy, like, ah!
I think the Discord said you're not allowed to do that move. You might destroy something.
Zzz. Let's
no,
go.
No. See, I have a +5, so it always hits.
That's right.
That means he can actually all 6 shots will land. Damn. Okay. So spread out the love, man.
Oh, I plan on it.
So the only base.
2 targets?
What?
There's 3 still.
There's 3 targets, but all the,
One's at 3. One's at 7. Oh wait.
one.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there's the other one that was down.
Yeah.
That got hit
Okay.
That was at 19 still, I believe. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you have 3. You have 3 of them. You don't have to roll unless you have
No.
criticals.
It's at 18 or 17. I don't
yeah,
know which one.
because the
because
acid.
of the poison.
Acid. Okay. So 3, 17, and dead basically. Because when Deathgasm reappears, he's just gonna spearhead that thing.
Well, the first 2 shots will go after the 3.
Okay.
The second shots will go after the 8, and then the last 2 shots will go after the big one.
Okay. Start rolling, man.
Okay, D6s or D20?
D20 to see if they crit, but D6 is naturally.
Okay. D20. So the first one's a 19.
That hits.
once with 20?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What?
Is it once with the 20 or is it all 6 times?
All 6 times to see if you hit, and then we add up the damage.
Okay.
I mean, he has the +5, so he hits automatically. But
Well, right, but we
to
gotta see if he
he
hits with crits or not. We just hit with a crit.
Well, the second one was a 1, but that's 6.
So that still hits. Okay. I have the crit counter over here. 1.
Another 1, so we're at 6 again. So for the third shot, it just hits. Uh, 17, so that's definitely crit.
Crit. That's 2 crits. That's 1 on the first one and 1 on the second one. Okay.
Yo.
Now roll 2 crits on the one in the back.
19.
Hits. Okay, that's a crit. Okay.
And 18, so yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you, the first 2 are dead. You don't even have to roll for them; they're dead. Just poof, dead.
Yes, they got crit and my damage is gonna be immense. So I only rolled
2d6s.
Yeah.
2d6s, and we'll see what you do.
So that's a 6.
Okay, he's dead. He's dead. That's 18 damage right there. The third one is dead as well. That's just 18 damage right there. Do you want to roll for the overkill damage?
Sure.
There we go.
A 3.
Okay, well, 3 overkill damage. Nego basically like holds like a mirror up to his face like this, looks backwards. I don't want to clip him across the face. Let's just do that. They ain't summoning more friends.
Besides the scorch marks on the floor from the gunshots, there's not really any damage, and the barkeep is super joyful. And comes over to you to hand you your guys' first reward.
Time's up.
And to also...
Time out. May I have a quick word with Michele, with our good friend Rebel real quick?
Yeah.
Rebel, you are our leader and also have really high charisma. You might want to see if you can sweet talk and maybe enhance the deal a little.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Time back in. Indeed.
She's about to offer you guys a box that you could pull a random ring out of that can enhance you.
Oh. Was that Rebel?
And she wants to know what to do.
Okay.
She needs to roll a d20.
Roll a d20 for diplomacy.
Ain't it my turn, though?
What'd you say?
An 8.
Okay, 8 plus...
On the roll. She rolled an 8 too.
Yeah, but Rebel gets an 8 plus her charisma modifier. And your turn, did you hear that Neko killed everything?
Well, I'm just saying, so she basically overpowers her with charisma.
Yeah, basically she comes up with the charm of a trained bard. Perhaps you'd like to throw a little something else in to sweeten the deal. We did risk our lives for you, even though I don't think anyone's doing about it.
Okay, so I'll give you each a ring out of the box, and you guys get 50 gold altogether, plus the quest I'm about to ask you guys to do.
All right, cool. All right, well,
Alright, now the question is, do you want to get your rewards first, or do you want to hear about the quest I'm offering? Okay.
Speaking like the true leader of our group, Rebel, I like that.
Alright, everybody roll a d6, I believe, right?
D6.
Is it a d6 or a d10?
I believe we talked about it being a D10, but D6 could work too.
Yeah. No, let's do the d10. You have the list still, right?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you have the list?
That's a 7. Okay, that's a good one for me.
Because if you didn't have the list, then we would have had to.
Okay, so for myself, I got a 7.
Oh,
For TC,
9.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Rebel got a 9.
Okay, so Nick, you got a ring of dexterity.
Alright, Nick got it.
DG got a 10, which means he got a ring of intelligence. Which now, minus the 1 from the curse, gives him a +1 to his intelligence. Gives Neko a +2 to his dexterity. Rebel, you rolled a 9, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, you got a ring of regeneration. It gives you fast healing too, so each turn you heal 2 HP. She's like a Wendigo now.
You're gonna have to remind me what each one does. You said ring of what for her?
Ring of minor regeneration.
Regeneration. Okay.
That's just fast healing too. Necro gave himself +2 to dexterity, which keeps boosting his already crap dexterity to something useful.
Yeah.
The comical part is that Deathgasm gets the ring of intelligence.
And now instead of having a -1, he has a +1 to his intelligence.
Trisha
So these
got
are all +1, right?
Yeah, so just add 1 onto his original intelligence before the negative.
Trisha got a ring of wisdom, which of course gives her a +2 to her wisdom score, which is actually awesome because she wants her wisdom to be as high as possible.
So +2 to Trisha and wisdom.
And I got a ring of minor resistance, which gives me a +1 to all my savings throws, which is actually really cool because those are my highlights.
What does the regeneration go towards?
It's her,
It
it's,
goes
her,
towards
it's her health. Each turn she heals
Her
two
health?
heal.
I get 2 each.
+2 HP.
Yeah, it's like a constant regeneration effect for her.
Alright.
I
She
want.
only takes 2 damage each turn, or each of her turns, and then it goes back to her. She's at full health.
I wanted to get a 3 so I could get the ring of reduction, but I rolled a freaking 5. So. All right, so I'm gonna put on this pretty little ring. Ah! Ah! It's killing me! I'm just kidding. I'm fine. Indeed. Yeah, that's quite.
And yours adds ring to what?
No, my
The cow added, just
+1 to my fort, reflex, and will saves. That's all. So those are like, just in case somebody tries to poison me or something, I have a little bit more
It's a
save.
bit, so like a ring of saving kind of.
Hey, good deal.
just put saving rolls. That's a simple.
All right, now, Rebel. I believe this young lady had a quest for us. Perhaps you can ring a ding ding the deal. Yes, quite. Yes.
What's this question now?
Well, as you could see, as she's saying this, you hear a guttural. I'm currently infested with rats. We just got done upgrading and rebuilding
Squeaky.
the brothel after it was destroyed by some visitors that were kind of like you guys.
No, it couldn't indeed be us. We're law-abiding.
First time here.
Yeah, we're law-abiding citizens. Yes, quite.
I have 2 quests for you. One's optional. You don't have to complete it. The first one is to get rid of the rats in the basement and defeat the one that's summoning them to the basement.
Go on.
And
Go one, or is that
that's the actual quest. The optional one is to find out what the hell that sound was.
I'm actually quite curious what that sound was too.
I am grateful.
Would you guys like to accept, or
You sure you don't want
do you
to
want to hear more information?
Give them more for HP?
If I would like to have a sign line with the leader here, I'd definitely
Okay.
say
See, you
more
could if you want to.
information about possible rewards and see if you can buff them.
That's 5 rats. I'll give you +30 HP
Can you
total.
give more details?
You do have the background, no? It's no.
What type of details are you looking for?
You're like like the tank right now.
Or
You don't want to take it off the
get
hits.
us we complete
More
it.
HP is always a good thing. You want to do that?
Well, I was hoping to just give like 200 copper for it, honestly,
More HP is good.
for the rats.
So you're wanting us to risk our lives for only copper?
All right, fine. How about 10 gold each?
50 each.
I can't go 50. You'll make me broke. We just got done remodeling.
10's fine. 10's fine.
But, another side note to the thing, what about the additional extra quest? What do we get?
You get to keep whatever you find.
Could you say that again, Miss Young Lady? Could you say that again? We get to keep everything we find?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, quite. Yes, all right.
Okay.
But you have to have proof that you took care of the second quest.
All right. Ladies, I will be back to find you later. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Now, would you guys like to take a rest, or do you guys want to go straight to it?
Well, first I want to inquisitive about where exactly that sound did come from. Like, if we heard a direction or anything of the sort.
Meanwhile,
It sounds like it's coming from the basement.
We gotta go down there and eat.
I'm actually like a waiter with a whole bunch of food.
And, I mean,
Yours for me?
what do you guys think about Red?
I could use a rest, and I'm sure Trish's belly could use a rest.
Yeah, we'll do it.
One girl is still munching down on the.
And then do your
If I could ask real quick, if I might.
Hmm.
Bar matron here, you are the owner of this inn. We have come with the traveling circus, and I believe they stated that we had rooms purchased ahead of time.
That was with the old bar owner. I took over, and under new stipulations, we can't do reservations anymore because we're just so popular anymore ever since the remodel. And we've been able to keep more brothel ladies in. We do have a guest room you could use, but it's very small.
Just gonna chill out in the bar for 4 hours.
But
Guys, I had a golden scale that just appeared.
that is fine.
Could I have a quick snicker if I could?
What would you like?
Well, if you might have noticed, myself and the young snake girl here, we've been talking in the background while no one's been looking. Yes, quite. And if you would look, you would notice that Trisha has her belly is a little bit full now because she has eaten all the other rats.
I have slithered into the basement.
Like, don't slither into the basement yet. So basically, what I'm telling the group is she has plus 30 temporary HP right now.
So, the basement does sound like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, but if we can rest up, I can get my gags back.
Okay,
And I did use that one spell.
right.
So I'd like to take a quick rest.
A little quick rest, like a half an hour to an hour rest, I say.
I know Trisha's just gonna kick back because her belly's full as hell right now. All right, leader. We're going to say that we spent the time in the rest.
Okay.
What shall we do, good leader? What shall we do? Yes, quite. Yes. Mm-hmm.
We've rested already, right?
Yes, indeed. Quite.
Let's go to the basement.
Let's go into the dark, damp cellar where there's possibly chains and a whip. Yes, quite.
Sounds like a normal weekend for me.
I would also like to bring up the fact that Deathgasm has been invisible this entire time.
And then you hear shadows. Yeah, sounds like a normal day for me.
Trisha knows where it is.
Alright.
Nobody else has a clue.
So, I don't know if you heard me rolling or not, Taiju.
Oh, I heard.
But as you guys open the basement door, there's the third random rats. There's
Oh,
only 2 of them,
okay.
and they called for help.
Okay, so what did you roll?
7, so they failed at calling for help.
And they're just normal rats?
That's what number 3 is, right?
Yeah, just normal rats.
Mhm.
Okay, so they have like a
So you guys-
D6 health
So you guys
total.
could do whatever you choose.
I choose to grab Trisha and throw her mouth first at the rats. Trisha,
Roll
on!
D20.
I choose you!
Roll a d20. Anything higher than a 15, and she eats them both.
Oh, okay. There's my...
Because they're normal rats, after all.
I got a 16.
Okay, she ate them both. A little sloppily, but she ate.
Trisha
Alright, you guys.
uses Vor. It's super effective. Yes.
I ate them
That
all.
means she adds 2 more states of temporary health, doesn't she?
That means she's now at plus 40 HP.
God, talk about being the tank of the group.
She-
Not even the.
we do
not
realize that
even the
she's
actual
supposed.
tank.
This girl right here is scary because she's supposed to be the priest of the group, the cleric, and she's just walking around. "Roar!"
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think you chose the club.
Yeah, you're the snake priestess. Now,
No,
you went from snake
Hey,
priestess to
hey,
snake
hey,
boss.
think about it. A great great offense is always a defense, and now since the cleric can't really take much damage, she can heal a hell of a lot more.
You went from snake priest to snake bane. Oh, you thought the darkness was your ally.
Molded by it.
Okay,
All right.
so I have to roll a dice here. I'm going to lead the group down the stairs. Come on, be an 18.
Okay. Let me describe the stairway. The stairway has.
Are you squeaking?
He's squeaking.
The stairway is very dimly lit. You can barely see where you're going, by the way.
Okay, we shall
You
just
can hear where Kyle's coming from.
we will descend them with maximum stealth. Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
I shouldn't have picked this class.
Okay, everybody behind me. I
Go
have been
figure.
through
As
that.
a window go, he fucking cannot squeak. But as a fucking clown, he can't always squeak.
Don't worry, he'll lose the squeak before he dies again.
Just like go to die.
Everybody behind me. I have been
Not gonna be a
through that.
recurrent thing. Totally not.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys get down to the bottom of the stairs in a square room where you have 2 ways to go. You could keep going straight, or you could turn to the right, or
Squeaky,
you
squeaky.
could search the room.
Squeaky, squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky. I would like to make a search check on the room if I may try.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a d20. That would have been nice to roll. I rolled a 16 plus 4, so I rolled a 20. Not nat 20, but I rolled a 20 in my search roll.
It's okay, it only had an illusion of 5, so you're good. The room becomes brightly lit after you brush away the crappy illusion, and you see a cupboard to your left with books on it.
Oh, my
He's
eyes!
very old. Almost like they could crumble if you touch them. There's a small toy chest to your right by the doorway going to the right.
I don't touch the books.
There's a fancy chandelier with a few rats looking down at you.
Wait, what? Uh-oh.
There's a fancy little chandelier with rats looking down at you. They
That's...
almost look like they can cause illusions almost. They're
Oh!
just watching you, not doing anything.
You know what these are.
And the walls look a little cracked. But other than that, it's good.
Alright. I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna roll at something that I have a -4 at. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a knowledge arcane check. How's a 2 look?
Not good, you moron! That's a -2.
No, that was with the negative. It was a 2. It was a 6
Oh.
first, then it was a 2.
Oh, okay.
Well, what does a 2 teach me about the rats that I'm looking at?
The 2 teaches you that they're rats. You have no knowledge other than what you saw happen.
Now, how about let's actually use somebody that may actually have some, knowledge? Wait, would that be PG?
No, actually, that would be Rebel or Trisha.
Okay. Thank God. I was about to say, wait, is the guy with intelligence that's not supposed to have intelligence can't do this?
Rebel would have the best rolls on it.
Trish would.
Oh no, Rebel does have bardic knowledge.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Forgot about that little skill, didn't we? Read the character, learn to play. Read the character, learn to play.
But reading isn't fun. Especially when you're dyslexic.
Have you been hanging out with DG?
No, I'm seriously dyslexic.
Yeah,
I
she
know
is.
that, but the reading is not fun. That comment makes me think you've been hanging out with me.
Okay, so Trisha rolled a 15. Rebel, would you like to roll a d20?
Yeah. I got a 7.
That actually... So how bardic knowledge works, in case people don't know, is bardic knowledge automatically adds 4 to the list. That brings her 7 up to an 11. And then looking at her skills, I also realized that I gave her knowledge, arcane knowledge, diplomacy, and all those others to be a +8 right now, which gives her a 15. So basically, Trisha and her have rolled the same dice.
Essentially, yes.
Even though she rolled a 7, she rolled enough knowledge to tie with Trisha.
So you guys are trying to find out about the arcane and stuff.
Well,
of
although
the
a
rats,
giant
right?
illusion just disappeared from the room, we need to know why, you know?
The rats were raised to protect the entrance to the cellar from thieves, and you tripped the security, and the bar person forgot to tell you.
Huh. So what you're saying is they're intelligent enough to know this and cast spells, correctly?
Yes.
I would like to try and roll a diplomacy check on them.
You got a nat 20.
I got a nat 1.
Hey, Kyle. I gotta ask. Why are you trying to fucking roll diplomacy?
Well, if they're intelligent enough to guard a place, they might be intelligent enough to speak common or something. I don't know.
But I'm saying, don't we have people with higher...
Listen, if you've played D&D as long as I've played D&D, you try everything, okay? Basically, I just looked at him and goes, ooh, 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 trying to bark at them, basically.
Why not suggest it to, like, Trisha, who has diplomacy skills?
Because I wanted to try, damn it! I didn't expect to roll a -3. Trisha, would you like to roll a diplomacy check against the animals that are currently laughing at me?
That they are. As you hear.
They're literally laughing at me because I rolled a -3.
Yes.
So what did you roll, Rebel?
I got 4.
I mean, that still rolls you a 16.
They rolled a nat 20.
She rolled a 4. Oh, they rolled... Okay, so they're just laughing at all of us now. Okay. So, anybody want to do anything in this room right now?
But hey, technically they only rolled a nat 20 against Kaiju.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll roll another.
They didn't have to roll that 20 against me. They could have rolled a 1 and still beat me.
14.
So,
What is it you want to talk to them about?
we'll find out if we're cool to be down here, you know?
Even why?
You suddenly get telekinetically connected to one of the rats as they explain that the bar owner trained them to keep the basement safe from thieves and everything, and that's the reason why and who.
Could I ask you?
Wait. This makes me question even more. We're sent down here to kill rats and mice, but yet the bar owner trained
Oh,
you.
sorry, I forgot to iterate. The original bar owner,
Ah,
before the remodel.
okay.
Boss, might I ask you a question?
Side note, by the way, this was the quest you guys were supposed to get the first time around.
I feel kind of foolish about that then. Just a pause for 1 second. Sub, did you know that they had the telepathic ability feat, or did you just make that one up?
Partial?
Partial? Okay.
Why, was I correct?
You were correct, they have the telepathic feat. The Sonic...
Oh, wait, Rebel's the only one that knows the answer. If just so you know.
Well,
Like,
she can tell us if she
so
wants
if you
to.
want to tell your party, like,
So the original bar owner trained the rats to defend from thieves.
But we were voted and said that we had to come down here and kill all the rats. Are they a separate species? Should we avoid them?
you don't have to mind us. We are just protectors.
Well, she's telling her.
It's the other ones that are eating into the food. No, now the rats are talking to all of you because they realize that you all want to know the same information.
Oh, my
Instead of-
brain!
and since they don't like
Fucking
monotony,
astic! God damn it, that green guy! He's really fucking me up!
since they don't like monotony, they decided to talk to all of you, but only listen to the questions of Rebel.
Rats, swirly colors. Fuck that. Ain't got
So basically, what they tell you is, if you see any rats on chandeliers, just leave them be and let them know that you got a snack by saying like Scooby Snacks or something.
Yeah, so I definitely know that green guy was around. Holy fuck. I know he's probably fucking Scooby and Aggie, but that's it. Not only he would come up with this motherfucking shit.
But the ones that are causing the problems are the ones blocking the drains and eating through the barrel of alcohol and the food and the grain.
Okay, so you guys, good. Those guys, snap them.
Right.
Rebel,
So as long as they're not on the chandelier, kill.
Rebel, would you ask them if it's okay if we look through the chests?
Isn't it okay if we look through the chest?
At your own peril.
Hey, that's got some go look at the chest.
Motherfucker, I'm more intelligent than the normal fucking death gas.
Well, we have Desgasm check the chests. He's the rogue after all. He has the lockpick skill.
Yeah.
And the sense trap skill, too. It would make sense.
I will sense your traps first.
I put it in her coat pocket, but somebody had it.
Do I roll a d20?
So she knew that.
Roll a d20.
Reached in her pocket and she screamed through the whole kitchen. Yes, but there's dark in my pocket.
It's a nat 20.
Okay, so.
There's a level 2 trap on it.
Ooh! Good thing we didn't open it.
Who ran it out?
We don't know.
Huh?
We don't know who ran around on it, but we'll have to make it sneakier next time.
Yeah,
The coat was a mistake. We've learned our lesson. When she sees you next time, we're gonna go. You may have stopped me, but the two others are not stopped, and they keep going. She'll think somebody else is doing it.
Is there
Okay.
anything else you'd like to do? I mean, besides the chest that has a level 2 trap on it.
Level 2 traps are the kind of thing I don't want to muck with because that could accidentally be a fireball spell.
I mean, he does have the ability, DG himself has the ability
I
to...
did tell her, be forewarned. There may be more.
Well, you know what? My good friends, we can look in the chest, but I'm going to step over here.
Yeah, I'll go to the same thing. Boy.
I'm gonna wait a couple weeks for her to forget. Oh, she didn't have Tinder.
Right.
Nope.
Let's see what the DG rolls. It's a 3.
Well, the trap went off.
And it's her day. So what are you talking about?
What's the trap?
A toxic trap. Anyone nearby gets sprayed in the face.
It's a good thing I'm no longer nearby.
Yeah, you do.
We have all barricaded ourselves back, except for, I think, Deathgasm.
Yeah, we let him go in on that. So how much damage does he take?
Just 3.
Okay.
Okay, well,
With the, well, it would be, would it, toxic trap, it would work like, for
Like
5.
Trish's, yes.
So would he just take all the
Yeah.
immediate damage?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So was it 3 altogether, or with the stacking, how much?
The stacking.
Okay, so that means he'll take
so
4 damage
altogether, it
total.
would actually be, what, like, it would be 4? Okay, yeah. You'd take 4 damage.
Okay.
Don't want to make yourself a plate. Or
Working on it.
Mama Bear, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello!
Mama Bear!
But as another question, since the trap went off, is the chest still intact?
I need the 40
The chest is in disrepair, but the items in it are just lower quality than what they were. Which is like, very low quality.
Well, I don't think I'm even going to look in that chest anymore. I'm just going to... Should we go right or should we go left? Fearless leader.
Right or right, I think was the option.
Right.
Okay. If I could make a suggestion, could Deathgasm check the room for traps?
Yeah.
I feel that would be much better.
He got 2.
Well,
All he sees is a lightly dim room.
I'm going to walk right in. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
Wait, are you still speaking? Did
Yeah.
you do a roll, Haley?
I still did. I got a 14 this time.
Oh, you're not squeaking now?
No, I'm still squeaking. I have to roll an 18 or higher.
He rolled a 14.
Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Squeaky,
Might
indeed.
be like a more dampened squeak.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Should I go? What?
As you're squeaking in the room, you hear a guttural sound like it's close by, but it's really not.
I don't think it likes it squeaking.
Did anybody else hear that? Hmm?
I don't think it likes it squeaking.
I can't take off the shoes.
As you're trying to take off the shoes saying so, you do still hear the echo of your squeaks
Squeak, squeak,
for a few
squeak.
seconds.
Cookie, squeak. That fourth echo is always broken. Squeak, 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 echo, squeak. Al?
Which is why you heard the guttural sound like it was in the room, but it's not.
Okay, now I get it. Okay, so I'm in the room. I'm gonna roll a search check.
And it's probably best to do that.
14.
DG's also gonna try and roll one for traps.
Yeah, I'm already in the middle of the room. Might as well roll for straps.
No! You don't let people go ahead of you.
Because it beat at 18.
I got a 9.
Nope. It doesn't beat an 18. I rolled a 14 to look around the room. What do I see before it smacks me in the face?
Well, the question is, do you want to use the secret code to maybe brighten up the room? Maybe there's the psychic rats. You guys were
Scooby
just...
snacks.
As Rebel screams Scooby Snacks, the light turns on in the room, and the rats give you a nod. And you see a little better as you see that there were some traps by Kaiju's feet that he barely missed.
So smooth.
I'm not moving! I'm right here! Help!
There's a little area, a little cabinet in the hallway. It turns out this room's a hallway, in a sense. It's wide enough to where you could have a decent crowd walk through, but not too wide where it's an actual full.
What was this place before it became a bar? Holy sh...
Well, that info you should have asked the bar owner.
Well, we didn't know we were going down into goddamn legacy dungeon.
I mean, you do have rats there that probably lived for a long time and know information and could ask them. And there is a cabinet along the hallway wall. I'm not totally trying to give you guys hints or anything.
Set the cabinets on fire. Got ya.
Other than that, there's just a door straight ahead with a few noticeable traps because the room's lit up.
I ain't moving. I need help.
Do your thing with the traps.
And you do see a rat at the end of the hallway, by the way, that doesn't chill on the ground, eating some grain.
Okay.
So that's one of the bad rats.
Yes.
It'll never know I'm here. Squeak! Squeak!
What advantage do we have with fucking squeaky ass clown?
Well, I'm not moving at the moment. I'm not moving at the moment.
Yeah, I told him not to move.
You rolled the non-squeak, didn't you?
Yay!
Does that mean you no longer have to worry about it, or?
I don't have to worry about it for a day.
Oh, nice. Still a day, so you're good. All right. He rolled it before he died.
Wait, what?
You're not.
Jinx it!
You're not dying right now.
Get me out of here now!
What
Macro, save my arse!
What are you giving me that look for? Oh, I'm sorry. I tightened that shit too quick. So you can talk to the rats on the ceiling.
You
check
tightened
the
that stuff too
cabinet,
tight?
You can evade the
Yeah.
traps and go attack that rat. Maybe throw that rat into one of the said traps. I don't know.
I'm currently
spitballing here.
I'm currently stuck in between traps. I ain't moving and rolling a wrong noise by accident.
Oh, I'm gonna go sneak up behind the rat and throw it to a trap.
I sure hope you know what you're doing, Rebel. If this turns into like a blow dart trap and I'm underneath it, I'm gonna be very unhappy.
Roll higher than a 16
Who?
to evade the traps and throw it into the trap.
Ah. Ah.
And now I got nowhere to
I love you, babe. I'll roll a d6.
Hold
Neutral. I'm neutral, and chaotic evil.
Okay, she only lost 3 health.
Okay.
Oh, good.
As a spike comes out of the wall and hits her.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not
It just
moving.
grazes her skin.
Glad I'm not moving.
So I guess she was quite unsuccessful on the whole throwing into a trap.
Well, rolling a 3 and walking into a trap, yeah.
all freaking night until I get home and get to sit down.
Well, that's because it was a pain in your butt and I'm here, so that's how it works.
I mean, you guys do have a trap disarmer on your team.
Would you like to wear
Oh,
what
I
I
did
made
say
right
that-
now for dinner?
That's right, that's got some do your thing.
Now is that wasted?
I got ignored.
Then I would read
I can try and roll for
Words,
D
if I were
here. Let's see.
He's good, but he's not that good, Negro.
Why? Are you getting mad at my rolls?
He got a 10.
He beats all the traps.
So basically,
Except
I'm
for
standing
the
there
one-
and all the traps just get disarmed around me.
Oh no, except for the ones at your feet.
I'm stomping my feet because I lost the squeak for a day. You can't hear it. Ah!
You know, Kaiju, the trap is actually very visible to you, and you can actually step around it.
Yeah, but that would probably require a D20 roll, and knowing my luck, I'm tripping these
True,
suckers.
true.
Yeah, Kyle, do I have your permission as DG tries to disarm the traps around
Yes,
you?
yes, you do. As long as they're not like a D20 tier 4 trap or something.
Anything higher than an 8.
Pray to God here. A 19!
Okay. Woo! I believe that's one of the two.
All the traps in the room are disarmed.
Oh,
Remember, he disarmed the ones except for the ones around you.
well, you said I had one behind me and one in front of me, so.
Five
Yeah.
traps that were by you.
She's looking by the door.
I rolled
She's right there.
14, so they're all disarmed.
She's in a safe house now.
I mean, I don't think we'd want to sit here disarming 5 different traps.
Thank the goodness you're not me. So, I can move again. And there's a rat that got picked up at the end. Oh, no, it didn't get picked up because she tripped the trap.
But I think we lose our advantage against it because, well...
I'm pretty sure it's still eating the grain, but it hurt. I'm sure it hurt all that. Or is it still eating?
It's nibbling cautiously.
Oh my. Miss Vanity, Mr. Necro, might I suggest you guys take a range shot and kill this thing?
I fire off 6 argument shots at it.
Wait, did you re-up them?
Oh, you never resummoned them. You never resummoned the bullets. Rebel, take a shot.
Yep, Rebel, you take a shot. And I will summon bullets.
Okay.
Okay, 2 tails, which means it fails.
What is he doing? Did anyone else hear that murmuring?
He said it fails. So what fails?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just kill the rat.
Rebel?
I literally don't.
No, I think you need to roll to see what you do, if you hit or whatnot.
Okay. 18.
Okay, you hit that thing dead on. And you said it was just a regular rat, right?
I didn't say any type of rat. I just said it was a rat.
Okay, well,
That's
Rebel.
why you heard me. That's why you heard me murmuring about it fails. You want to put your dice in?
No. The dice fell.
I'm gonna cast
All right.
Milt's amazing rodeo barrel and just crawl it.
Are you sure one fell? Well, now I know for a fact one fell because you
I
just.
told him you will let him see it tomorrow. And I
How
told
many
him
do you have?
I don't want him to wear it until he's ready to it. So we're just gonna put it somewhere he understands. Somewhere out in the open.
You're good
like
then.
months.
You didn't lose any. You're just being paranoid. It's okay.
Something-
Alright, so the room's cleared. There's no traps. There's a dead rat at the end of the hallway, sitting on a hot bag of grain, and a cabinet in the hall along the wall, and the rat's still sitting at the ceiling watching you guys. Still somewhat giggling because they heard rumors, but you know.
Attack the rat.
At least Tilly's old
Hello,
enough to do
these
that.
are rats up there. Hello.
I would advise against attacking the security rats. Necro.
Yeah.
I would like to talk.
Oh,
Till then.
That's not what it sounded like.
I heard. I want to attack. Hi, cutie.
Attack.
Hi, cutie. Alright, what are you trying to say to him?
Oh,
Are you trying to be diplomatic? You trying to ask questions?
see if they could give us any info since they know we're one of the good people that have the passcode. See if they can give us any idea of where any of the, like that door was leaking or whatnot.
No, because we're gonna jump off. And after the stream, you get plans done. Roll D3 to see how many questions you could ask.
There's something I want to try. Hang on a second. So, cast this.
I got one.
You can only ask one of those questions.
Okay, I would like to ask if they know where the door leads to and what we might find behind it. Kind of thing. If possible.
It leads deeper into this basement dungeon that you're in.
Basement dungeon? Did he say basement dungeon?
Dungeon?
You said basement dungeon.
Well, I'd say it's more of an entrance, but yes.
The bartender lied to us.
Apparently, but they hit it. Basement dungeon.
Well, as long as we're not going into the attic dungeon, we should be fine. Yes, quite.
But then there's also a straight path back that way that we never did, and where the fuck would that lead to?
Good question.
Sorry, you could only ask one question, and you've already passed that limit, sir.
Currently talking those fucking party dickbag rats.
Sorry that they read your mind and are very intrusive and laughing at you.
I would suggest not pissing him off.
Hey, I'm neutral. If you want to talk to the other one, you think he wouldn't piss them off? He would. You don't want me to beat the other one, do you?
So I have, you hear my voice coming from a barrel now. I'm like, I think we should go check the other pathway first. Yes, quite.
Yeah, let's go that way.
So you turn back into the room you were before, noticing that the treasure chest that was by the doorway is gone now. Everything else is the same.
Can I try to make an investigation check?
Of course.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a subtraction because of where I am currently, but okay. Apparently no one heard me. I rolled a 10. Can I see anything, any evidence of anything that was moved or anything?
There's scrape marks going towards up the stairs.
Getting back to where we came from originally?
Originally, yes, the treasure chest is going back to where it came from originally.
I'm sorry. Did you just say he was going back to where he was originally?
No, I said the treasure chest has scratch marks leading from where you came from originally. There's no he, there's no she.
Y'all heard
Don't be
it.
trying to fish out info.
Wait, no. You said the treasure chest is going back to where it came from. That is what you said.
You didn't say it was being carried.
You said it was going back to where it came from.
Yes, it got dragged back to where it came from.
Oh, now it got dragged back to where it came from, huh? Mm-hmm.
There
Yeah.
wasn't anything special in that treasure chest that could help you down the road. Don't worry.
Yes, and I'm not currently hiding inside of a magically created barrel walking with you guys. You guys
So
did.
you guys gonna go down that path?
You guys did remember that I cast the rodeo barrel and picked it up and walked with it, right? I'm currently inside of a rodeo barrel with little holes cut out of the eyes.
So here's the question: are you just gonna go through the door? What are you gonna do?
Well, how long has passed since we made it into this room?
Only a few minutes.
Okay, I can walk into that next room and feel like nothing bad will happen to me, at least.
Oh.
Well, what are the odds that a trap comes from the room that we came out of?
Oh, you're going back to the room you came out of?
Well, Yeah.
Not to the room that you, because you guys went backwards, didn't you?
We went to the right first.
Yeah,
Right, and
we're
then
headed
came
towards the
back,
left. Right.
Yeah.
and you guys wanted to go towards the other door, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you want to walk right through it
I do.
without checking or anything?
As of the moment, his rolls have been so I feel better off in a barrel walking into that room.
Well, let him go walk through.
You're gonna let him walk through the room? Is anyone else following him?
I wouldn't.
If we hear him scream, we'll follow.
If we hear him scream, what's the magic word? Popsicle stick? What's that magic word again?
Scooby snacks.
As I run into the room with the barrel on me, I scream Scooby Snacks at the top of my lungs.
The light flickers on and the door shuts and you hear Kaiju scream as he falls and you don't know where he went.
So it's like,
You
it's
are,
like,
you are now on a separate trip from everyone else right now. You are currently in the dungeon. You fell into the hole that was by the doorway because you ran haphazardly into the room.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the door is locked now.
No, it's just closed.
Okay.
I should have said you should check, but that's okay.
Scooby Snacks!
Question, do you take any fall damage?
No, there's a bed mattress at the bottom.
Oh,
Okay, let's go follow him.
I'm just making sure. So, just to give you a hint, but Now's magical rodeo barrel does kind of make me invincible while I'm in it.
But he also said there's a mattress at the bottom.
Right. So either way,
It's a very dingy, broken mattress, and the barrel did help him from taking damage.
of course, after
Plus
like
the
5
broken-
minutes, the
plus
spell
barrel's
breaks.
broken
So
now.
I'm pretty sure the spell is now deactivated. You know.
Yeah, the barrel's broke.
Well,
But your health's okay.
Scooby Snacks.
The light turns on in that room.
Yeah.
Does he see anything that can relay up to us up top?
Spot check.
Well, since
Nat 20.
He rolled in that 20.
Take that, DM. Yeah, that's quite.
he sees everything in the room, it's the area where all the waste from the building goes to the sewers. You see a pile of rats at where the water goes.
I'm in the septic
It's
tank.
barely going through,
I'm in the
making those rats disease-ridden and everything.
I'm in the septic tank.
Piles of food waste and everything from them is all around you, and a pathway that leads out of there.
To the septic tank.
That's fireball. We can get it over and done with.
Thank you.
So I think I'll do something chaotic evil now with DG. I believe he has a pretty high strength check, right?
It's Dookie! That's all you guys hear down there.
DG runs and grabs all of us and hurls us all down to Kaiju.
Is he like holding on to you guys while he falls?
Hey, you know how those rats do illusions?
Yeah?
That hole's no longer there. Like I said, Kaiju's on his own right now.
Oh!
Oh, okay.
So you guys are actually in the...
In the room.
So
Yeah, you busted through the room.
he grabs
the
you
door
guys
to the
and
room,
jumps and you guys just
and
fell
it's
into
just
the
a room full of empty bookshelves with a few potions here and there.
All I can picture is
Look what potions they are. If you
Yeah.
all I can picture is Deathgasm grabbing everybody and just kicking over the floor, jumping and just hitting the floor. Pow!
To check if they're good.
Yeah.
D20. You don't realize what they are fully.
I fell
You
through
just
the floor.
see that they're decent potions
Full of rats.
Okay.
and not expired.
You need silver on them.
They are pink potions, by the way.
I got friends on the other side.
And either I'm gonna make a suggestion since Kyle's elsewhere and we have nowhere else to go. I say we go back down the right path and go enter the dungeon.
Don't want to check out that cabinet on your way, do you? Okay.
It was a floor. It was a teleportation trap.
I don't know. Do you want to, Rebel?
I'll check out the cabinet.
You find 2 silver
Ooh, nice.
and a bunch of dust, and you sneeze from it. Okay.
Achoo.
You just hear from the pipes,
All right.
Gesundheit! Cookie
So-
day!
You guys are heading to the next room. Any
Yeah, we're,
specific way, or
Back the way we came from, and then go to the right.
Yeah.
well, no, you're already in that hallway. You took the 2 silver from the cabinet with all the dust that made you guys sneeze.
Oh,
I go check the door.
You check the door.
Yeah.
It's a normal door.
I'm gonna check the door. It's only
Okay, it's not locked.
It's not.
So I open the door.
And yet another dimly lit hallway going downward.
Go with that.
Nothing happens.
Damn it.
Scooby snack.
Nothing happens in the staircase. Do you want to scream it louder?
Yes.
You scream it louder and you see light slowly brighten at the end of the staircase.
Do they happen to hear a in the distance?
Hey, Trisha, can you see anything with your infrared vision?
Ooh. Let's roll a spot check. Trisha actually has really good spot checks. And it's even better. She rolled a 26 on her spot check.
You see 2 different mobs of rats down there besides the ones hanging on the lantern. Well, chandelier. And also, yet again, a little music box this time.
Wait, she can see the music box?
There's something in it that has heat.
Yeah, I gotta go to my engineering skills here. That don't make sense.
It does if it's what I think it is.
Look, Tom.
What do you think it is, Tom?
Am I able
It's a
to
mimic.
see
Go on.
the clown?
Can she see the clown?
You're actually in the sewer area next
So no.
to them,
So no.
but you're through the wall.
Oh, okay. You can see me through the wall, but there's no way to reach me or talk to me right now. Also, I think I fell into a septic tank, so you might not want to come near me either. You do have the scent ability, and I'd be weakened really bad.
Kaiju, is there anything you...
Anything I would like to do? Let's see. I'm
Yes.
currently trapped in a room with a bunch of rats that haven't noticed me yet, so I would like to look around and see if there's an exit.
There's an exit straight ahead.
Past the
Unless
rats.
you wanna, deal with the rats to go through the drain.
Oh no, I want to leave. I want to walk out the door.
Okay.
Walk up to the door.
So you're gonna... There's no doorway, it's just a long hallway.
Oh. Well, seeing as I don't
You're
have
walking-
my squeaky shoes anymore, I can actually sneak.
Right. As you walk down the dreary sewer area, you see 2 doorways
Ah.
and a straight path still going down the sewer.
Oh.
One on each side of the sewer, you see them. One you have to go across the sewer, and the other is to your right.
I think I'm going to go and take my chances with the door on the right.
You open up the door, and there's a brightly lit room that you haven't even said the password to. And as you're entering it, you hear mumbling and grumbling of your pals.
Okay. Well, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to do a quick spot check on the room, see if I can notice anything. 12.
You notice the rats to your left on the ground by the beer barrel, getting ready to attack your partners.
Ah.
But you don't notice the ones on your right.
Okay. Could I... So, they're by beer barrels, correct?
Yes.
These guys no see me, right? They no?
They don't know about you yet. They're only getting prepared to attack partners. Right now, just throwing out hisses.
Clog your ears. None of y'all need to hear this. I take my hand to my clown mask, and I pull it away, and I put another mask in the way, and it's a dragon's head mask. I take a deep breath, and then I belch out a line of fire at the barrels.
The barrels light on fire, catching the rats on fire.
Nice. I'm going to quickly switch back to my clown mask. And I'm sure these guys will suddenly notice that there's a big fire down there, you know.
What the?
Well, this room got extremely brighter.
Yeah, and Trish's infrared vision was just fire everywhere.
I thought I was the only one that could cast fire.
Just a second.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it doesn't. All right. Are you coming out from the shadows, or are you staying still in the shadows?
Oh no, I'm running directly into the light, and I'm heading up the stairs as fast as I can because I can see them.
All right, they're at the end of the stairs.
Guys, a torch fell down and it lit these rats on fire, and I think they're coming after me. Indeed. It's going to get hot in here.
So take off all your clothes.
But as you're running towards them, the rats you didn't see initiate a fight with the advantage of 2.
Oh, okay. Crap. No, Trisha can at least. Trisha can see me.
Okay, so now they only.
Barbecue rat, anyone?
We don't know about that yet.
You basically torched the shit out of those beer rats, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm just going to tell them I dropped the torch by accident. They don't know anything happened. In fact, as far as anyone's considered, you're the only one who knows what just went down, my friend.
I don't
You guys don't know about that part, you're right.
See through walls.
But there is the rats that are attacking you, going to attack you, I should say. And as I'm guessing you guys are warning him? Or
Yeah.
no?
Yes. Go! Look out behind you!
And as he looks behind him, all he hears is a guttural screech. They're summoning.
Let me guess. They're summoning, and we're going to end the episode here.
Correct.
Cliffhanger! My most hated enemy.
You don't like the sewer description?
Well, I didn't like the fact that I fell directly into a septic tank. I'm not going to lie to you. But, folks, a new battle begins next time.
Mm-hmm.
So, until next time, folks, I am that clown-loving Kaiju K.
I am the chaotic Necro DG and Necro neutral.
I'm the Kaiju Snake.
I'm the giant champion rebel.
And I am apparently the evil storyteller.
Avian, they're called
Subliminal.
avians. And we will see you all in the future, everybody. Peace out, everybody. And cheers.
Peace.